Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Snigdha here, and in today's video I would be talking about my recent empties, my favorite kind to film. You know that oddly satisfying feeling when you actually empty a product, right? So today I'll tell you what all products I loved, what didn't work for me, and what are all those products that are worth repurchasing again. So let's start strong with my holy grail category, that is the sunscreens. So this one is from the Dermaco. Now I have already gone through a couple of these tubes already. It has that perfect lightweight non-sticky formula and leaves no white cast, and also it leaves a very fine subtle glow after using, and looks perfect under makeup. It is also non-greasy. I also like the fact that it has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E as its ingredients. That is like a perfect skincare plus sunscreen product, so both in one. This one is 100% repurchase as it's affordable, it works well under makeup, and it does not even clog my pores. It works very well under humid weather, so people who live in humid weather, this one is for you. Now if you have a very dry skin, you might still want a moisturizing base underneath, but this one goes very well, very good for oily and combination skin types. And but then again, layering is very important for a long lasting protection. So next up we have the Cosrx Hyaluronic Acid Intensive Cream. Now this one has a gel base. I almost emptied a tub of this. Now to be very honest about this product, now this is a super thick hydrating gel that is supposed to lock in moisture, but for me it did not work well because I felt this was too heavy for me. I have a combination skin with more inclined towards the oily skin type. Now using this sometimes made my T-zone greasy, and this is not a bad product at all. It's just that it did not wow me for the price point. There are better moisturizers in the market that does feel light and still gives that plump look. Definitely not a repurchase, but this will work very well for those people who have extremely dried skin. I think this will work also good in winters. Now if you're someone who is living in humid areas or using a lot of layering actives, this product might suffocate your skin, so it's best advised that you stick only to gel based moisturizers for a better balance. Next we have is the Beauty of Joseon Red Bean Refreshing Pore Mask. Now I love this product. It's such a gentle clay mask that it does not strip your skin off. Also the best part is it uses red bean extracts to refine your pores and gently cleanse away the excess dirt or oil in your skin. This is one of those clay masks that leaves your skin feeling moisturized and hydrated instead of tight after deep cleansing. So this product is definitely a repurchase. I use it once or twice a week. Every time I use it, it makes my skin feel more gentle, more smoother, more hydrating, and this has now been like a staple to my skin diet now. To be very honest, it has a smell that is very earthy and that brings about the spa like feeling at home. Now one important thing to add to this is do not overdo a clay mask. You can use it once or twice a week, but overdoing it might strip off your skin, and that's why always use a moisturizer, a very hydrating moisturizer to follow up as a balance. Okay, so now this deserves a mention. This is the Nivea Pearl and Beauty Radiance Underarm Roll-On. Now this is such an underrated gem. This product is mostly water-like, unlike other cream-based formulas, and it's so lightweight that it feels exactly like water on skin. The fragrance is mild but clean and does not leave any white residue on your clothes. Now this one is gentle and doesn't irritate your skin and keeps it fresh for hours. I use it before going to the gym, and even after coming out from the workout, I still feel that fresh. This one is definitely a repurchase. It's such an underrated product in the market, but this truly deserves a clap. Sometimes the basics do the best job. So if you're someone who has a sensitive underarms or have pigmentation issues, then it's always advised to do a dry patch test first before starting to use it. It's mild, but then every skin reacts differently. So next is the 2% niacinamide hydrating BB cream from the Dermaco. This comes in 3 different shades, and I did not expect to like this as much as I did. Now, to be very honest, after using this product, this gives a very skin-like finish. It's neither very dewy nor too matte. It just gives that light coverage to even out your complexion. Plus, it has niacinamide in it, which dulls, which helps in reducing the marks and dullness on your skin over time. So I love how easy this is, how good this is for everyday makeup. This perfectly fits that no makeup day looks, and I'm definitely going to repurchase this one. This is just a filter in a tube. Don't expect full foundation coverage. It's best for casual days, colleges, or while you're running errands. Now always use a sunscreen beneath this, even though it says it's a BB cream with SPF 30, but always remember SPF in makeup is never enough. So now next is the one that did not work for me. It's the Dot & Key Strawberry Dew Tinted Sunscreen Daily Wear with SPF 50 plus PA triple plus in the shade Porcelain. Now the formula itself is very nice. When you apply it at first, it's very dewy and hydrating, but the tint, it's way too dark for my skin tone. Within minutes it just got oxidized and made me look 2 shades darker. If you have a darker skin tone, you might like it, but it was a clear no purchase for me. I would rather stick to normal sunscreens and then top it off with a skin tinted moisturizer instead. Now tinted sunscreens can be very tricky. Always try testing the shade before you purchase. This looks great indoors, but as soon as you go out in the sunlight, this would oxidize in minutes and turn shades darker. So always remember to patch test it before buying. Now next I have the Hyphen Vitamin Infused Peptide Lip Balm. Now honestly, I really wanted to love this product because of all the ingredients it had in it. Vitamin, peptide, linoleic acid, squalene 2%. But honestly, it didn't do much. My lips remained just as chapped as before. It only felt nice while it was on it, but as soon as it wore off, the dryness just came back. So sadly, no repurchase. I think I'll go back to my OG Laneige and Vaseline because the classics always save me. So next we have the Innisfree Super Volcanic Pore Clay Mask. This came to me as a free product. I have used the entire product, the entire content of this. Now this is a cult favorite. It refines the pores, cleanses away the buildup, the excess buildup, or whatever oil or sebum has clogged your pores, and gives that refreshed feeling after using it, after washing off. But one con about this is your skin would feel super tight after using it. So I basically follow up with a moisturizer. Now I like using this product on days when my skin feels dull or too congested. It's definitely a repurchase. Now clay masks can be drying if left for a very long time. Remove them once you start feeling that they are getting tight on your skin, not when you see the cracks. That's the trick for the glow. So now for hair care, we have L'Oreal Paris Hyaluron Pure 72 Hours Purifying Shampoo. I purchased this product when it went all viral in the internet, and I've seen some of the creators use this and talk about it a lot. So I bought this for an oily scalp and so that it keeps my lens hydrated. I had really high hopes, but this did not go well for me. This actually dried my scalp and my lens so much, and it's so ironic for something that's claiming 72-hour hydration. But I definitely won't repurchase, as I prefer gentler sulfate free formulas that keeps my hair soft. Now I also have a bit of the product left in the bottle, but I can consider this as an empty because I'm not going to use this again. So for the people who are using this shampoo, it's always best that you use or you invest in some good conditioner or hair serum after using this. Sometimes these kinds of shampoos works best in combo when they have all the combos present. Like this is the shampoo, you have the 72-hour purifying conditioner as well. And if it's a drying solo, then I think it's not for your hair type. So next we have the Trickle Moon Sunny Brazilian Love Ocean Shower Gel. I love this product. This is the best shower gel that I've ever had my hands on. It smells so nice, it's super foamy, it's very luxurious, and this one smells exactly like that of the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Play body wash. It's so similar that I've already put up a story in my Instagram that this was the dupe when I first smelled it. And it smells so luxurious. This one smells really good. I tried their other variants as well, like the coconut one, but especially this one, it feels full like vanilla caramel, and it's so refreshing. This one is pure love. It's one of those body washes that instantly lifts your mood. It's affordable, it lasts long, and gives your bathroom that fancy scent moment. It is a definitely repurchase. Now after using this, I would always suggest you to apply a body lotion. This way the scent stays longer. So we have another gem, that is the Rice Water Bright Foaming Cleanser by the Face Shop. This one's a total repurchase. It cleanses away makeup like magic, and I can actually feel my skin breathe after using this. This is the most loved product. It cleanses away all the makeup, even if you have 2 layers of it. This one gives that squeaky clean fresh feeling and does not strip your skin off. I've been using this for months, and this is the only that one product that I always go to. I have in my bathroom, and I use it always after I come from the office. This one cleanses and refreshes my skin immediately, allowing all the pores to breathe. So a tiny amount lathers up really well, which can also cause your skin to dry up a lot, so always go easy on the quantity. Next is another hair care product from Dove Daily Shine Bioprotein Care Shampoo. This one is nice, smells good, and cleans up, makes my hair softer, but nothing extraordinary. It just does its job. But I think that there are better products in the market that I want to explore, and so I'm definitely not repurchasing this again. Not anytime soon. This one is perfect for people who wash their hair frequently and want something mild. But if you're after shine and nourishment, you might not notice a big difference. Now lastly, we have the Minimalist Salicylic Acid plus LHA 2% cleanser with oat extract. It reduces sebum and acne for oily, acne-prone skin. This one is definitely a repurchase, as it is perfect for oily skin, and I have a moderately oily skin. Cleanses my pores and removes that excess oil from the skin after you are back from work. I love that it gives a balanced cleanse without overdoing it. If you have a dry or a sensitive skin, make sure that you use once a day or alternating it with a hydrating cleanser, as salicylic acid is very powerful and might over exfoliate your skin if overused. That's it for my empties, guys. So if any one of you have used any of these products that work differently for you, please comment down in the section below. Also let me know what would you like to see next. Please like this video if this was of any help to you, and if you are someone new, please do subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon for more updates. Also please share this video if you really enjoyed the video and find it helpful. If you enjoy honest beauty reviews and skincare talks, please like, subscribe and share my channel. Thank you for watching. Take care till I'm back.